right, we're going live. I'm just going to flick over to our group page as it's working its way in. I'm not there yet. I think I will be in a moment, though. Let's have a look. Yes, here we are. All right, so remember, if you come in live, pop hello in the chat for me so I know you're here. And again, if you're watching the replays, it would be awesome that you put hash replay so then we can see that people are participating. They're getting something worthy of what we're doing when we do our Thursday lives. And also, if you've got any suggestions on what you'd like some topic areas to be, all right? So I'm more than happy, as I've said before, to present in the areas that you think you would most benefit from. And if they are something that I have knowledge in, then I will work on that. All right. We have Trina. Hello, Trina. Howdy, howdy to you as well. I love that word howdy. It's so Australian, I reckon. All right, so let's get going in today's topic. It's not a complicated one, and this worksheet I should say, was offered. It was our freebie on Tuesday. So again, if you miss the freebie, you've got the week from Monday to Friday. If you miss it on Tuesday, to raise your hand or reach out and let us know that you do want to receive it. So this week's was the Wheel of Life worksheet. Now, I've put this one together because most of us, I would say, I could probably confidently say this, if you're in the world of personal growth, you've probably done a Wheel of Life exercise in some way or form. And a lot of the time, it takes time. Okay. So if you really do the whole process that's often taught, it can take a long time. So what I've tried to do here is just give you a glimpse, just give you a one sheet way of auditing your life as it is right now. Okay, because I love audits. Yeah, I'm about an audit. I'm all about an audit. So an audit again is a check-in. It's a self-reflection. It's a moment in time when you get curious and you have a look at where you're at and how close or how far away that is where you want to be. All right. So again, this is a condensed form of doing the full process of a Wheel of Life process. Okay. So just if you look at this and think that's not how you do it all, remember I clarified it. All right. So if we're ready to go, I'm just going to go through the document because it's the type of worksheet that you just need to see. And I just need to make sure that you're really fully understanding how to work through this worksheet. I'm just going to turn my phone off. All right. So I'm going to flick over to the document. So just bear with me. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see it. It should come up on the screen in a minute. If the technology, yes, there we go. If my technology works okay. Looking good, yeah? So this is the freebie that came out. Make sure you ask any questions, Trina, particularly you if you're here. And then again, if you watch this as a replay, if you're not sure and need some clarity on something, you can reach out via Messenger, or you can book a 15-minute call with me, okay? So really, this is a journal for people wanting to manifest their dream life. Knowing how important manifestation is in my world and how much work I do in the field of manifestation, that again is why I've created it in this way, all right? So there's lots, as I said before, lots of areas of your life that you could focus on in your inner Wheel of Life. So there's a whole lot of different categories, or pies, we may call them. These are the areas, though, that I've selected for this particular worksheet. Whoops. And what I'm wanting you to do when we go around it in a minute is what you would do is you would rate yourself from 0 to 10 on the chart, meaning that it really does need absolute honesty. Okay, absolute honesty. 10 being the best outcome. So if you're rating yourself a 10 in one of these categories, you can see here along the 0 to 10 that it gives you where you would put your score, as in the lines. So in the inner part, in the inner circle, is 0. So this is obviously meaning that you feel like you're not anywhere where you want to be. Not anywhere where you want to be, right? And 10 being, yep, you've nailed it. You've absolutely friggin' nailed it. Okay. So the categories that you'd be working on in this Wheel of Life is finances, health and fitness, self-development, career, friendships, family, hobbies, spirituality, personal growth, that's different to self-development, love and relationship, planning, and lifestyle. Okay, so these are the categories of the Wheel of Life that I've chosen for this particular worksheet. And you'd be rating it from 0 to 10, going into each pie, so each section, and rating somewhere within those lines from 0 to 10. Once you've done that, then you go down to the next page, and this is where you summarize your ratings. So in each one of the categories, you pop in what you scored yourself. That's why I like to call it an audit. All right. And really, when you've got this next question over here, does this need work? Well, this is you committing, I guess. This is you to identifying that work is needed. And wherever you put that why, it gives you direction or goals to start setting. So very simple document. It's not difficult. It's just a check-in. It's an audit. But a lot of the time we don't do this sort of thing. A lot of the time we feel that things are missing from our lives, or we feel that we can't focus on more than one part of our life, or maybe one or two. But to have a look at all of these areas, whoo, how on earth are you going to be able to do that? So this again is not saying to you, shit, girl, like, whoo, you've got some work to do. It's not really designed to do that. It's to give you direction. It's to give you a little bit of purpose, a little bit of an understanding of the priority areas. So what are the areas of your life that most stand out, that are the lowest in the score? And they're the ones that you can start with. The others, if they're not too bad and they're up there, over the 5, heading towards the 10, it's not a priority necessarily. We're really wanting the areas of our life to all move up balanced. So I come across this with just about almost every new client that comes on board with me. When we first have discussions about their life, this sort of feeling, or the story that they've told themselves, is that they can't seem to work out how to look after everything going on in their life that's important. Well, we can't. We have to actually prioritize what's important. And the way that we do that is through self-reflection worksheets like this, in doing these audits, doing these check-ins, actually truthfully doing these check-ins. So again, it is absolutely critical that when you do this worksheet, that you're as honest as you possibly can, because from this, it's then where we start, and particularly if you're working with me as a client, where we start exploring how to set goals around that. So how to improve that, how to get that from being a 2 to an 8. What are you going to have to do? What inspired actions are you going to have to take? And remember, with this document, with this Wheel of Life document, it's all about you wanting to get closer to that dream life. So this is your journey to reach that dream life. So before you do this document, my suggestion would be that you do some visualization regarding your dream life. All right. So what does that dream life look like? You may have done this in the past as well. You might have a vague idea. You might have done it really well, but you haven't revisited it. And we evolve, we change, things happen to us. So it's good to tap into that visualization and make sure that it's still crystal clear and you can see everything about it. So remember, when we're doing visualization, you need to feel it. You need to be in the picture. You're not looking at the picture, you're stepping into the picture. So you'd be able to smell what you can smell, see what you can see, hear what you can hear, and you'd be able to feel it. You'd be able to feel it. All right. Then when you do this Wheel of Life, you've got a really good picture of balance or imbalance. So what you need to do, the areas that you need to work on to prop everything up, so then you're more balanced. So you haven't got this huge contrast. So rather than putting all of your energy and all of your thoughts and everything that you do in just one area, it's about recognizing the importance of working on all of the areas of your life. And we tend to sometimes focus more on the ones that are easier for us. Of course we would. Yeah. So again, this sort of check-in, this sort of audit is about you truthfully having a look and then working on the ones that are perhaps trigger you a little bit more difficult. There's fear in there, might be a bit uncomfortable. But what happens when you do that work, ladies, we know, is that then you grow, okay? And you create a higher version of living and you get a lot closer to that dream life that you're really wanting, okay? So to complement this document and over the next few weeks, we're leading up to our next major event. It's our Living with Intentions Masterclass. Now, this masterclass is on the 18th of November, so get your diaries out now and look at that date. And we're doing it on a Saturday, not a Sunday. I've been doing a lot of Sunday events, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit. We're getting closer to Christmas, so a lot of the time Sundays is your shopping or organisational day. So we're popping it in on a Saturday, and it's 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. A little bit later as well, so you can sleep in, depending on where you are in the world. But that's Australian Eastern Daylight Time, Melbourne time. So 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, this is a beautiful masterclass, and I'm going to be talking about this masterclass for the next few weeks. There's two parts to it. The first part, we're going to explore. It's good, Trina. It's going to be awesome. We're going to explore what is intentions. Like, why are they important? And then I'm going to provide you with 10 methods. We're going to work through 10 methods. Then the second part, you're actually going to have an awesome opportunity to evaluate 2023. Yeah, honesty work again. Then look at the obstacles. So what you wanted to do and why you didn't. Okay, why you didn't. Putting in a plan, really understanding that you can release that from here and they don't need to be obstacles moving forward. Checking in then on 2024 and setting your intentions for the year. All right, really, really cool. I've got some beautiful gifts as normal. I've actually just finished a complete 2024 planner, which is really, really cool. It's got the whole year in it, and everybody's going to get a gift that registers for this masterclass. All right, so it's a free masterclass. However, there is a VIP option. All of my clients in my programs immediately get a VIP pass for any of our events. That's the pleasure of being in one of the programs. But if you'd like to have a look at the VIP pass, make sure you check it out. There's some beautiful extensions and upgrades in there, and obviously you can tap in to the recordings. Okay, so if you can't attend or you want the recordings to work on later, which is a good idea because sometimes we can't complete everything in the 2 hours or however long it is, so you'd receive the recordings plus much more. All right, so get your diaries out for that, the 18th of November. Reach out for this document, the Wheel of Life, the worksheet, the Wheel of Life worksheet, looking at it from a place of your journey towards your dream life and looking at where you are right now. Okay, and what a beautiful assessment to do, audit to do, check-in to do before attending something like Living with Intentions Masterclass. So I'll see you next week. Remember our lives. Thank you, Trina, for joining me. Again, those that watch the replay, really, really encourage you and ask that you put #replay so we get a sense of how many people are working through these lives and getting something from them. That's what's important, yeah? I'm here to serve because you deserve it. I'll see you next Thursday. Oh, no, actually, next Thursday there's no live because I'm heading to Mount Gambier, which is a beautiful part of the world heading towards Adelaide. I'm in Melbourne, and I'm spending 5 days with a beautiful woman and a girlfriend of mine. We're going on a bit of a road trip, and we're going to walk all through Mount Gambier and just spend some quality time with each other. So a bit scary to do the wheel. Yeah, it is, Trina, but that's, what I like to do, right? I'm really encourage everybody to lean into that fear. Lean into the things that actually make you a bit scared, that you've maybe not looked at because you don't want to know. Well, you don't know what you don't know, right? Once you start gaining this power, this clarity, we have power because clarity is power, all right? And that's what this document does. So if you do this document and you're really wanting to explore how you can work on the categories and you're a little bit like when you start all the scoring, please reach out. Know that I'm here to support you in all that I do. And this is a big part of what I do with the women that I work with in my programs, is looking at their wheel of life, their areas of life, and making sure they're living their highest self. All right. So love you lots, everybody.